Get ready to match the stars. Hollywood 7, John English. The Naked Vickers, Nolene Brown. Ugly, Dave Gray. Carol Ray. Stuart Wagstaff. Kate Fitzpatrick. As we play Graham Kennedy's Blankety Blanks. And now, here he is, the man with the dancing eyes, Graham Kennedy.
Thank you very much. Good evening and welcome to Blankety Blanks. One of these celebrities is sitting in the secret square. Oh, it's the wrong game. I fell at the first hurdle. Brand new year, brand new show, and tired old compere here. But if you think I'm tired and old, wait till you meet our group of celebrities. No, I shouldn't say that. John English is young. John, as we talk, you're making an album.
That's correct, yes. Right, as now.
For Polydor.
Yes.
Nolene, where are you this
Well, I've just come back from Europe.
Was it lovely?
It was lovely. We ate our way around the Mediterranean.
Did you, darling? You
Didn't
haven't put on
see
any
it.
weight.
Oh, I'm sitting on it.
Nolene, I remember Nolene back in the early days, and you were very, well, shall we say, buxom.
That was when I got back from England the last time.
What happened to them?
I sold it.
Dave Gray is having a big smash in Melbourne radio.
And I've got an album coming out next week.
Dave, have you really?
Yeah, I really have.
Tell me about it.
It's called Grey and Spicy on the Crest label.
Oh, I didn't know. Listen, we all felt for you in the Young Doctors when you had a heart attack last week.
I know, but I'm still here, you see.
Yes, well, welcome to Blankety Blanks, Dave.
Thank you.
The lovely Carol Ray is here, one of my favourite people. I have been watching Carol since the Mavis Bramston show, which makes me at least 42.
Thank you, Graham. I was going to say something nice. You don't realise when our friend said about his heart attack that it's me and the Young Doctors who gives it to him.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, it's awful. Everybody will hate me. They'll hate me.
We don't hate you.
Can I just say very
thrilled.
quickly, too, that you look divine, and I'm mad about that waistcoat.
Are you really?
Look, it's got a little pleat. Oh, look, it's got a pleat.
Carol, what about ripping it off me?
Late.
Promise. And the big thrill of it all, Stuart Wagstaff's still alive.
I'm not sure.
Isn't that a thrill? Stuart, welcome.
Thank you,
And the lovely Kate Fitzpatrick is here. Kate, you've got a movie on in Sydney town anyway.
Yes, Summer of Secrets, but I'm unemployed.
Unemployed
Yes.
actors and actresses. I think everyone thinks that because you're an actor or an actress that you're constantly employed. Graham Blundell, a famous Australian actor, and I suppose you'd say our top box office attraction in this country since he made the Elven films. Did I accidentally do a bluey? Top. All I said was top. Oh, yeah. Graham is a gardener during the daytime. Isn't that terrible? Everyone thinks we're working flat out, and we're not. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Blankety Blanks on the O10 network, and I want you to meet our two contestants. First of all, our champion. Of course, there can be no champion because this is our first game, but we tossed a coin before, and it fell on Ian Bamford. Ian, tell us the Ian Bamford story.
Well, I'm a company rep, Graham. I'm married. I've got 2 children.
What company?
Simpson Pope.
Simpson Pope. Listen, I have this air conditioning at home, which I paid $8,000 for, and it doesn't work.
You're the fool who bought the last one.
That's right. A smart one. Welcome, Ian. And our challenger tonight is Carol Croxon. Carol, tell us the Carol Croxon story.
I'm 24. I'm married. I've got 2 children.
And you're married? And?
And I just look after them. Just stay at home.
Well, welcome to Blankety Blanks. Now, because it's our first show, we have to have a challenger, and Carol is our challenger, and because you are our challenger, A or B?
A.
A. Right. And in round 1, every match is worth a point. The surgeon said to the nurse, "I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and ask her if her blank is still ticking." I don't know why he sounds like James Mason, but he does. I like that so much I'll do it again, I think.
Please do it again.
The surgeon said to the nurse, "I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and ask her if her blank is still ticking." Now you got to fill in the blank. That's the idea of the game.
You did that so well, I was writing with my cigar and smoking my pen.
Why don't you stick one of them up your nose, Dave? Everyone's writing. Carol's even finished. Stuart's writing. Kate Fitzpatrick is doing the best she can. And everyone is locked in. Carol, the surgeon said to the nurse, "I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and see if her blank is still ticking."
Scar.
Her scar. Her scar. Scar is still ticking. What a wonderful opening round. Her scar. I wish you good luck with that one, Carol. But who knows? Someone up here may have a scar. I know Dave Gray has got 2 of them.
Scars.
No, not a cigar.
No scars.
A scar.
Oh, that. Oh, I
Where
thought-
you had your double hernia. John,
Yes, Graham.
I want to read this to you again.
Okay.
The surgeon said to the nurse, "I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and ask her if her blank is still ticking."
James Cagney.
No. Well, I wasn't acting that.
Appendectomy.
Ask her if her appendectomy is still working.
Spelled wrong, is it?
No, that's all right. It's not a match, though, you see. Noeline, do we have a scar from you?
Oh, no, we don't. But obviously he thought it was a pacemaker when he put it in there, and it's her heart.
Ask her if her heart is still ticking. I think that was probably the answer we wanted most. Dave?
Oh, well, I was going to put appendectomy, but I couldn't spell it. It took me all my time to spell tummy.
Ask her if my tummy is still ticking. Carol? The surgeon said to the nurse, "I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and ask her if her blank is still ticking."
Well, I was so carried away with your acting that I could only just put the first thing that came into my head, which was...
Heart. Yes. Stuart, do we have a scar from you?
No, you don't. You see, I've only ever been in hospital once, and something was removed that I had very little use for.
Oh, what?
Yes, my appendix.
Appendix. Kate Fitzpatrick, I hope you can save Carol. She needs a scar desperately.
Oh, dear, I'd like to give her some of mine, but no, I've
A
got...
heart. Yes, I thought heart probably would be that one. Ian, they threw Jeffrey out of the zoo. I'm laughing because I've just seen what I'm going to say. We don't see these first. They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him blanking a giraffe.
May I ask a
Stuart.
question, How tall was Jeffrey?
How tall? No, we don't have any clues there. It doesn't mention his height, Stuart.
I
It just
refuse
says...
to play.
Why?
Well, it's very difficult, isn't it?
No, it'll be all right.
Well, I live in Mossman. It's near the zoo.
Oh, of course it is. They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him blanking a giraffe.
And that's not easy.
Stuart wanted to know how tall is Jeffrey. I don't see what that's got to do
It's
with
very
it.
important.
Everyone's in, Stuart's in, and Carol is in. They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo, Ian, when they caught him blanking a giraffe.
Feeding.
Feeding a giraffe. No, feeding the animals, you see. I've seen those notices. That works.
Oh.
They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo,
He
John.
didn't have to be tall. You can understand to reach, wouldn't he? You see
Oh,
what
sometimes
I
you can get a giraffe to bend down and
then
beg. They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him blanking a
I
giraffe.
just put riding down.
Riding. Riding would be unacceptable in a zoo. Noeline, what was Jeffrey doing?
Well, whenever I think of a giraffe, I think of an enormously long neck. He was necking with the giraffe. Wash your hands, Jeffrey.
Wash your hands, Jeffrey. Up your leg, mother.
I wished I'd had said that.
You were about to. That's why I got in very quickly.
I said climbing.
Climbing a giraffe. Climbing a giraffe. Carol, before you rip my clothes off and have your way with me, Carol, they threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him blanking a giraffe.
Well, I like soft, furry things, so I think...
We all do, but you can't wrap it.
I think he was...
Stroking. Stroking. Stroking a giraffe. I don't know about this. What have I got myself into? They said it'd be a clean show.
Yes.
Stuart, what was Jeffrey doing?
Nolan and I go to the same school because he was also naked. But it was a lady giraffe.
It was, nothing strange
No,
about
of course, no.
Jeffrey. Kate Fitzpatrick, they threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him what? Feeding.
Do I win?
Feeding. No, you don't win. You'll be back with round 2 of Blankety Blank straight after these messages. Carol, round 2, A or B?
B.
B. Everybody plays. Eve said, "Oh, Adam has broken out in a terrible rash. I think it's because he's allergic to blank." Eve said about Adam, "Adam's broken out in a terrible rash. I think it's because he's allergic to blank." Everyone has the message. Adam and Eve, obviously it's about. And Adam's broken out in a rash. Stuart.
How tall is Adam?
It doesn't matter how tall Adam was, Stuart.
Graham, is my light lit up, please?
Yes, your light is lit up, Dave, and so is your nose. Everyone's in. Carol, Eve said Adam has broken out in a terrible rash. I think it's because he's allergic to...
Apples.
Apples is a wonderful answer. The definitive answer, I would say, apples. John, what is your... Do you have apples?
I do indeed.
He has apples, which is a match. Eve said Adam's broken out in a terrible rash. I think it's because he's allergic to...
He loved apples, but he was allergic to snakes.
Snakes is the other answer, of course. There are no answers in Blankety Blanks. There are just answers that match.
There you are.
I'm going very well with the straight line. Dave.
And it wasn't the apple that caused all the trouble in the Garden of Eden.
What caused all the trouble?
The pear on the ground. Now listen, I'll tell you. I put apple!
Apples is a match. Now, Carol, don't spoil it all by putting something stupid, although you've already done it. What did you have there, darling?
I can't think what makes you say that. Because I put...
Well, why me?
Well, I thought apple, snakes, oh, me.
She's
That's
not
one of
that
those
old.
I was going to say it.
Is she that old?
No. That's one of the...
why I gave you that heart attack.
May I have control of my show back, please? That's one of the... I am going well. Oh, dear. Eve said Adam has broken out in a terrible rash. I think it's because he's allergic to... Apples! Apples is a match. Kate? Apples! Oh, 4 matches is beautiful. Ian. Gary got so drunk... Gary got so drunk he thought his wife was a turkey and he tried to blank her. Oh, dear. Somebody from one of the radio stations said, "What's this game you're going into called Blankety Blanks? Does it mean, you know, they're going to bleep you and cut out words?" And I said, "No, it's not about that at all." Now I'm not so sure.
Do you think I can say that?
Ian, you must now get another 3 matches. In fact, you've got to get another 4 matches because you need 4 to win. Everyone in? Everyone's in. Stuart's not in?
No, yes, yes.
Stuart is in. It's all right, I know how to play this game, John. Watch yourself. Gary got so drunk, he thought his wife was a turkey and he tried to blank him.
Being modest, I'll have to say cook.
There's nothing wrong with cook. Why, what were you all thinking? Were you? Well, I'll be... Isn't that amazing? Gary got so drunk he thought his wife was a turkey and tried to blank her.
Did you say turkey or pheasant?
Turkey. Pluck is a good answer. Pluck is a very good answer. Just in case the broadcast control board is still with us, I just wanted to be said that I said pluck very clearly.
And pleasantly.
And pleasantly. Nolene, have you got a pluck?
I thought of a whole lot of things you could do to a turkey, none of which I could spell. So he dressed the turkey before he cooked
Of course,
it.
I can see the little turkey with the seersucker dirndl.
That's after you pluck it.
No, that's a good answer.
Oh.
Dave?
Actually, I ran over one today. Well, it wasn't a turkey, actually. It was a rooster. So I thought I'd do the right thing, and I went to the guy's house, knocked on the door, and I said, I'd like to replace your rooster. He said, well, please yourself, the chuck's around the back.
Oh, I'm so pleased we got Dave.
I said pluck as well.
Pluck, another pluck. That means Carol has won. Just hold up your cards and see what everybody else has. Stuff. Pluck, Kate.
I wasn't allowed to play.
Oh, you weren't playing? Nobody told me that either. Well, Carol Croxon, you are our winner. Would you like to come up? Ian, thank you very much for playing Blankety Blanks, and no one goes home empty-handed from Blankety Blanks. Goodbye, Ian. He'll get one of those superb prizes from the Toshiba people. We'll be back in a minute to play Super Match. Carol, we polled a recent studio audience and discovered their most frequent response to this. Blank hook. Blank hook. I thought of an answer already. If you match their most frequent response, you get $100. If you match their second most frequent answer, you get $50, third, $25 if you match it. Now, you are permitted, Carol, to select any three of this host of golden daffodils to help you with your answer and to give you a couple of clues. Who first?
Kate.
Kate. Kate, blank hook.
Fish.
Fish hook is a good answer.
Second, John.
John English.
Sky.
Sky hook. Good answer.
Good man.
It's a good answer. And John would come up with that because he's in the pop world, and sky hooks are, aren't they?
Or something.
Or something.
Yes.
There's another pop gentleman, there's another famous recording star. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Who else?
Stuart.
Stuart Wagstaff.
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook. They're all good answers. Now, Carol, you may reject those answers because perhaps you've got a better idea of your own.
I don't think so. I think fish hook.
Fish hook.
Mm.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? They do agree with that. All right. Well, we'll find out. And we'll start the usual way by starting at the bottom as we reveal the $25 response. Thanks, Peter. Oh, coat hook. Oh. None of us thought of that. No. Let's find out what's under the $50 answer. Peter? Captain. Who said captain? Stuart said captain. Now, what did you say? Fish hook. I thought of Dr. Hook. Might have been an answer. We'll see if there's a fish hook for $100. Peter, slide it. Yes! Carol, you've won $100, and now you play for 10 times that amount, $1,000. But you... Haven't you ever seen $1,000? Not in one lump?
No.
Well, very few of us have. Why is that funny?
Oh, well, somebody told me the other day I look like $1,000, all green and crinkly.
Yes, that joke's never worked over here, Dave,
No,
because
no.
it's American money, you see.
I'll leave.
And our currency. No, don't go home. Just shut up. You are playing for $1,000, but you must match one of our celebrities precisely. Exactly. Now, who do you feel you've got vibes with here in this group?
I'll take Kate again.
Kate Fitzpatrick. All right. Now, just turn and face me so that there's no possible way you can see what Kate is writing. For $1,000. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. If you do, fall this way because... Well, it's been a dry month. Here we go. This is for $1,000 and we can't afford to muck around. Blank face. F-A-C-E. Blank face. Righto. Kate has finished writing. Carol, I want you to face the lady over there and hope and pray for $1,000 that Kate is thinking the way you're thinking. Blank face.
Baby face.
Baby face. Baby face. Kate, for $1,000, and I assume that Carol could do a lot with $1,000.
Oh, very much.
What would you do if you won that loot?
First of all, I'd give my kids a good Christmas, I think, first of all.
Oh, yes. The Christmas that's coming up in 1977, you mean? One goes to a lot of trouble to explain. And it's like seed thrown on barren land. We know it's January. Everyone knows it's January. Everyone's promoted it as January. No one told Carol that it's really December. Kate, I shouldn't be doing this because this is a serious moment in the show. Baby face for $1,000. And Kate's written pretty face. But you've won $100 and you're back in the game. You're our champion, so what's to worry about? We'll be back in a moment after these messages throughout Australia. We're out of time. We've got to say goodnight. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you again when we play Blankety Blank.
All prizes are moved by Grace Brothers Removals, the professionals. Interstate artists fly on set and drive Avis your other car, whilst in Sydney, Graham Kennedy chooses to stay at the Boulevard Hotel, 90 William Street, King's Cross. This is a Reds Grundy production, produced in colour at the studios of Channel 10 Sydney in association with the O10 Network. Don Blake speaking.